With coronavirus news everywhere you turn, there was one other item that broke through on social media today. That's right, Tom Brady is leaving the Patriots. After 20 years and 6 Super Bowl wins, he'll officially be a free agent tomorrow. And in a statement he put out this morning, he made it clear he has no plans to return to New England. Brady wrote in part, "I don't know what my football future holds, but it's time for me to open a new stage for my life and career." Joining me via Skype is Ben Volin, national NFL reporter for the Boston Globe. Hey there, Ben. So, Ben, what happened, or I guess better question is, what didn't happen that caused this morning's social media announcement?
Yeah, there was no meeting of the minds. There was no coming together between Tom Brady and the Patriots. And myself, and I think a lot of other people, that's what we expected, that there would be a lot of hemming and hawing from the two sides, but ultimately that the Patriots wouldn't want Tom Brady to go and Tom Brady wouldn't want to leave here, and that cooler heads would prevail and that Robert Kraft would come in at the last minute and get a deal done. Robert Kraft even told the Globe that when Tom Brady agreed to come over to Kraft's house last night, Robert Kraft thought it was to seal the deal, but instead Tom Brady that he was moving on. And look, it's being couched as this is Tom Brady's decision, but the Patriots haven't exactly shown him the love. Even after winning 6 Super Bowls, they haven't given him the long-term contract to help him finish his career with the Patriots. They didn't give him a lot of great weapons last year. He didn't feel appreciated by the team for several years going back now. Even though the Patriots say they wanted him back, I think they made it clear to Tom Brady they didn't really want him back. So Tom Brady felt, you know what, if I'm going to continue my NFL career, it's going to have to be elsewhere.
Very quickly, is it really as cordial as the statements from Kraft, Belichick, and Brady suggest, or is there an undercurrent of, let's put it this way, unhappiness?
Look, obviously here we are, where Brady is going to be leaving and probably playing for another team next year. So I think they're doing a very nice job of putting a good face on this. Actually, I thought all the statements today were perfect. They hit the right tone, from Belichick especially. I thought it was a fantastic way to honor Tom Brady on the way out. But at the same time, they really wanted Tom Brady. He would be here next year. They would show him the commitment, either via money or multiple years on his contract. They could have kept Tom Brady here if they really wanted to. So clearly there's some acrimony there between the two sides. But, at the end of the day, the Patriots have always been very cool-headed and unemotional when it comes to roster decisions. And Tom Brady is a soon-to-be 43-year-old quarterback who had a down season across the board last year. So I don't necessarily blame the Patriots for believing, you know what, it's been an unbelievable 20 years, but it's time to move on to the
Your piece this morning said Tom Brady doesn't know where he'll be playing football in 2020. Quickly, is that really true?
Well, I think he didn't have a definitive answer. I think he got some clarity on that today, probably.
Where's he going?
By all accounts, it's coming down to the Bucs and the Chargers. And I think all signs are pointing to Tampa Bay. They just
Tampa Bay.
Not only do they have a good team, but they don't have the Patriots on the schedule, and they operate on a different end of the NFL universe. And Brady wouldn't have the awkwardness of having to play the Patriots.
15 seconds. Harry Frazee, I think was the guy's name, who sold Babe Ruth to the Yankees and was a villain for a century. Who's the villain here? Quickly, Ben Volin.
I honestly don't think there is a true villain here, just because Tom Brady's nearing the end of his career. And, it's been 20 years. It's time to move on. Look, there's some blame to be spread all around between Brady, Belichick, and Kraft. But this isn't the same as selling off Babe Ruth in his prime.
Fair enough. Ben Volin, keep writing. Thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.